I bet on the Cincinnati Bengals 2 straight weeks now, and they got it done for me both times. Will I go with the Bengals for a third straight week as they take on the visiting Philadelphia Eagles? We'll dive into it here in just a bit here. I'm Ronald Kabang from wagertalk.com and themoneyballer.com. Currently the number one overall handicapper over at WagerTalk since September 1st. My all access clients are up 92 units since then. Also, the number one NFL handicapper this year so far, hitting 69% of my regular season NFL plays, including 16-4 in my last 20 in the NFL. WagerTalk currently has a deal going on where you can get a 30-day all access pass for just $249. That's under $8 per day. That does include 5% plays, which I have one up already for this weekend in the NFL. 12-2 this year on 5% plays. That's 85% hit rate, the best at WagerTalk for 5% plays. So head over to wt.buzz/RC for any deals, premium picks, and packages, as well as several free plays as well. So let's dive into this matchup between the Eagles and the Bengals. First, let's start with the Eagles offense. First off, obviously Barkley is coming off a historic game against his former team, racking up the most rushing yards against a former squad in NFL history. I do think that he's ready to carry that momentum moving forward. The Bengals are sitting near the bottom of the league when it comes to run defense, allowing a ton of yardage on the ground here. And they weren't really tested against a banged up Nick Chubb last week. But Barkley, he's for me, I feel like he's an entirely different challenge. I don't see the Bengals defense really being able to contain him, especially when the Eagles have offensive weapons to be able to spread the field. Obviously the reason why that is important is because the Bengals can't stack the box, right, to stop the run, because they have to respect the Eagles passing threats. And since they've been awful at defending number one receivers this year, and AJ Brown is one of those receivers who can actually single-handedly win matchups for you. If the Bengals try to get pressure on Hurts, that Philly offensive line, despite their injuries, they've actually held up pretty well in recent weeks. And Hurts, obviously, he has that scrambling ability on his own too. So Philly should have no problem moving the ball. I know I bet on the Bengals 2 straight weeks now, but for me, it was primarily spot plays and matchup based, advantages. But in this matchup here, the Bengals offense, I feel like they're going to struggle here. I mean, they have shown some inconsistencies this season. For me, I think if they have any shot of winning this game, they're going to have to turn this into a shootout, because they're going up against a Eagles defense, to me, that has been suspect at times. But I think one of the advantages that they could have is the corners, right? I think the Eagles have struggled to defend against elite wideouts, which means Jamar Chase is going to have a big game for the Bengals to really stay in this game or have a chance to win. But here's the thing: I think Burrow, he hasn't exactly had the easiest time, offensively when he's been pressured. And the Eagles' pass rush is, to me, in my opinion, one of the better ones in the league. We saw what they did against Daniel Jones last week. Giants couldn't protect him. But yeah, I mean, I think Burrow's offensive line might be better than New York, but they still haven't had issues holding. But I feel like they're gonna have some struggles against this specific pass rush of the Eagles. If the Eagles are able to get into the backfield, it's going to be a long day for Burrow. I think the Eagles defense is a lot better than the Bengals defense. While I think the Bengals defense has looked better in the past 2 weeks, it's really because they've been facing two teams who have been struggling offensively in the Giants and the Browns. And this is, for me, a completely different level of competition for the Bengals. So the question, will I go with the Bengals for a third straight week? No, I don't think so. I think it's the Eagles plus 2.5 or nothing here. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree, disagree? Make sure to leave a comment. I love to hear your angles. Also, if you enjoy the breakdown, like and subscribe to the channel here. Make sure you click the notification button as well, so you don't miss another breakdown from any of the Wager Talk handicappers. Once again, head over to wt.buzz/RC for free and premium picks and packages. You can see it scrolling down on the bottom down there, and take advantage of all the incredible deals over at wagertalk.com, including that 30-day all access pass. And also, for all your personal betting needs, head over to themoneyballer.com. You could also see it scrolling on the bottom down there. They have all the stats, trends, and insights you need to make informed betting decisions. You can use promo code RC50 to get 50% off your first billing cycle. TheMoneyBaller.com is the main source for handicapping for me. It's a big reason why I had success in WNBA, currently in the NFL, and also last season in the NBA as well. I want to make sure I translate that over to this season. So, yeah, head over to themoneybar.com. This is the end of the video, guys. Whether you fade or follow, it is on you to make that call. Good luck with all your actions. Till next time, peace.